sur Terroir. I'm Simon Jacob, your host for this episode from Jerusalem. A small group of us arranged a visit to the Yatir Winery, located in Tel Arad, in the Negev Desert wine region of Israel. Yatir was founded in 2000 and established its vineyards at the historical original location of vineyards from 2,500 years ago. This is going to be a bit different from my regular podcasts, as this was recorded live as we explored the wines produced by Yatir Winery from its vineyards. Come along as we taste wines with Eti Edri, the export manager, and Yaakov Ben-Dor, the general manager of Yatir, as they talk us through their exceptional wines, describing their history while pointing out interesting elements of each wine. Both Eti and Yaakov are passionate about the winery, its location, and the historical relevancy and implications of rebuilding a Jewish wine industry where it existed 2,500 years ago. Our group's exuberance was in great part attributable to its extraordinarily acquisitive members, who were Paul Denby from London, England, Adam Miller from New York City, Yaakov Shakatovitz from Los Angeles, California, my son and daughter-in-law Ovadia and Leila Jacob from Bergenfield, New Jersey, and my wife Barry and myself from Jerusalem, Israel. Because of its length, I published this wine tasting as a separate Part 2 podcast. If you haven't yet, please listen to Part 1 to explore the remarkable desert and mountain forest terroir surrounding the Yatir Winery and its vineyards. Special thanks to Eti and Yaakov for their incredible hospitality during our visit. Now, please sit back, grab a glass of wonderful kosher wine, and enjoy.
You see that? This bottle, it's a story also. In 2005, Iran tried to make fortified wine. 2 barrels released a long time, it's finished very fast. The last bottles, Yossi Horvitz buy. And
Told you.
huh?
No, Yossi shared a bottle with me years ago.
And then this another barrel continued to stay in barrel. It was in barrel 16 years. And then every harvest, Iran add a little bit more juice, or what you know, the angel share. He add to the wine, and then we tried what to do with the wine. Okay, after 16 years, let's bottle it. Not to throw it, yeah. We don't want to continue with that. And then we try to find the name. And I say Yitro. So why Yitro?
Yatir.
It's close to Yatir. But the story, the real story, that it's written that Yitro, the Bnei Yitro garin be'ir atmarim, and they divided. Part go to the north, Yael Chever HaKeini, and the story with Sisra, and the other go to Negev Arad. It's written that they live Ir Atmarim, Jericho, and go to Negev Arad. Negev Arad is this area. So they live here, the sons of Yitro. So for me, it's something that Mekomi. Yeah. So, Eti? לא? רגע, איך תטעמי? אם אני כבר פה. So this wine we sell just in the winery. If people come and... This is one old vineyard, more than 30 years, so of Sauvignon Blanc from here. And the other one is younger from Mitzpe Ramon. For us, when we speak about the brand of Darom, it's very important to say that it's not the younger or the little Yatir. No, it's totally different state of mind when we make the wine on the area. And this, when we begin with that, we think that it will help us with the problem that we don't have enough wine in Yatir. But now we have double problem that we have no wine in Yatir and no wine in Negev Desert also. So I don't know if we are so smart.
I know, right? We got ourselves an additional problem. This wine, it took a while because people did not like, what? Why are you becoming so merchant? Why are you doing this? We said, this is, there's a demand. And the demand needs to be accurate. So we focus on different audience. And when we did that, we didn't realize that audience is going to be so well connected with the wine. Yeah, so I cannot really...
חיים, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן.
אמן.
I get melons. Melon.
Freshness.
Fresh. Very, very fresh. So what grapes are in this one?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
It's a blend of Sauvignon Blanc.
From different, It's very, very fresh, very refreshing. It's very nice.
Very cool.
It's like if you want to drink something.
Personally, I like.
You get more of the aromatics as it warms.
It does, but I prefer whites colder.
I agree. I agree. It's too cold.
No, I like
it cold,
especially when you're hot.
Yeah, but
To
if
really
you
appreciate the wine,
you
need to
get the
get the nose.
It's very fresh, very lovely. It's really nice. Is that in the UK?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
It is. Tell
Okay.
Yuda, Refined Wine Club, white. Actually, the white and rosé that we tasted, the wrong.
Yeah.
So it's my favorite too. Even though the red, like on a daily basis, I'm not going to open a masa every day. It's just, for me, it's a bit, high range price. So if my friends come over and they want to drink something and I want to still be with the making of Yatir, I choose the Rhum because it's just a perfect wine also for the weather and also for the price.
I can see myself sitting by the swimming pool, sipping that.
Let's try
Belondo.
the amasa.
Okay, now it's important just to put a barricade. We tasted the Rhum, which is our daily, our younger, our more affiliated with the climate wines. Now we are going back to Yatir, where the grapes grow only at Yatir. That's what we were walking through, and it would also, I think, be felt on the palate and, of course, to your judgment.
I think also that we all the time develop also in the Rhum, because the Rhum it's new way for us to understand really what we want to make here and here is different. And I'm sure that and trust Eran that he will take the Rhum some step. One of them you can see today that you see that the fermentation of the Zinfandel, the fermentation of Zinfandel was in foeder and not in standstill.
So has Daron been a commercial success for Yatir?
They said they sold out of everything.
Huh?
Sold out.
You sold out?
Yeah.
Which one of what?
The Daroms you sold out?
Yeah.
They're being commercially
We have in Israel.
That's
In
incredible.
England you always have my wines because it takes time until I sell.
What's next? Yatir Creek White. This wine, it's Viognier 41, Roussanne certified, Grenache Blanc 17, and Claret Blanche 7. So, the wrong.
Okay. So Amasa is actually, when we produced Viognier at first, it was just Yatir Viognier. As I explained before, Viognier Yatir is okay. Everybody makes Viognier. Or what's so special about you? But then when you affiliate the Viognier to the area where the grapes grow, you call it Amasa white, that changes our picture because people start to acknowledge the area where the grapes grow. the terroir. And you've seen, it's very hard to explain while you are drinking behind the table, or I'm explaining to you. But when you come and you see and you connect, that I think maybe we're not looking that people would tell us, oh wow, you're making great wines. No, it's just to understand and appreciate the Yatir story and
It's a bulletproof story.
yeah, absolutely.
We sell it to Eskimos.
אתה יכול למכור את הסיפור שלך בכל מקום בעולם, אפילו לאסקימוס. שהוא כל כך חזק. בולט פוינט, זה כאילו אין ויכוח על הסיפור. כל כך חזק. So he managed to accomplish his mission. Because we were talking all the time about the story of Yatir. It's such an important story that you're able to convey through the wine.
Look, I want to take you 100 years ago, okay? In this area, the English soldiers 100 years ago, after the First World War, the Jewish soldiers that was in the army of the England, after the war, they go to out of the army, retire, and Yitzhak Ben Tzvi, the second president, was the manager of the free soldiers. Okay, I'm sorry about.
הגדוד העברי.
Your English is okay. Okay, and then he go to Herbert Samuel, the first Moshel, okay, of the English mandate in Israel, and ask this area, because this area was belonged to the Sultan. Why? Because some decade before, it's have here a big fight between the Bedouins, the Arabs, and 60 people died in one day about the land. So the Turkish have very good way. If we are fight, the land belong to the government, to the Sultan. Very easy, you know.
Easy to judge.
It's a side effect of the justice, okay? And all this area belong to the Sultan, and then they ask him to rent it for the soldier. So they came and live here close to the citadel, and they try to find water. They think that they dig to 440 meters, they didn't find water because the water here is more than, more than 10 times to find water. And they live, and they go to Yagur, Kibbutz Yagur, in the close to the Carmel mountain, a checkpost, close to Nesher, begin here in 1921. So they live. After that, in this area, Engedi want to have a land to grow something. They begin here, and they leave the area. They give up. And we came, and we make a lot of all the mistakes. All the mistakes.
The late 80s.
We make all the mistakes that we can make.
Wow. All mistakes possible you made, huh?
Yeah. We try to bring cactus with no nail from Mexico, flower from South Africa, from the desert, to grow here. We try to, in the end of the what we find, because when you are younger, you can't hear your father. The old fathers, you hear about that? Yes. Something about?
I hear about that all the time.
Okay. So, what happened today? What we grow here? Wheat, vineyard, almond. Tell me what's new.
Apricot.
2,000 years. Go back to 2,000 years, and this is what succeeded. We tried pistachio until the government take tax free because they want to help to the Shah to bring free from imported.
Okay, Jacob, now.
I tell you to keep this wine, and I will run not release it, and like a year in bottle. This half year at least in the bottle, and I think that this wine continue 10 years at least.
Yeah, it's got a few years in it, definitely. It's definitely got a few years in it.
You know, I'm not trying to convince people to put white wine for 10 years, you know, but you feel that it developed petrol and, you know, another something more. Especially more for in the States, the problem with the rosé. We not release the rosé until July. And they say, if you not send me rosé until May or till March, I will not buy it. Don't buy it. We not change the way.
Okay, now
I think this is a really great wine. I do. I really, yeah. It's a great summer wine to enjoy. You know, when the weather's hot. It's amazing.
Totally agree. Couldn't agree more, actually. Okay.
This is the fun one.
Yeah, that's the playful.
Yeah.
This is fun to experiment and play with it. It's great. It sounds so great.
All right, mine is here. When we built this 16 years, I mean, it was a 16-year dream.
It's amazing.
And every time I would say, you know, next year he would come to me, Yaakov, and say, it was just him and me. I would cut the cheese, he would go out in the forest, I would wet the reservoir with the wine. You know, it's just really the beginning of things. And we thought that the backyard of us is just the best thing to host people and tell them the story and all that, and the tastings, and for them to remember us and want to come back again. And when we built this center, I was already in export. It wasn't, I fulfilled the dream, but I said, look, because it's so much in my heart, that if it's possible that I would, you know, choose all the glasses and choose all the chairs and put my print on the wall and, you know, make sure I'll be a part who said, we cannot continue doing that if you won't bring the past with you. It had to be combined together. So that's what we have done. And
It's brilliant.
It's really nice.
There's a greater interest. Sorry, do you see that there is a greater interest for people wanting to learn about the wines, not just the purchase? The history behind it.
well, actually, Jewish people, which is my main consumers, they first want to hear the story. They want to hear that the Eretz Israel is you know, it's being taken care of. And from the outside, you know, you hear the news, you hear the things. It's not all about that. It's about not letting nothing interrupt us on the way and continue doing that. Yes, of course. And I think it's the majority.
75%.
All the rest, I think, will happen organically.
Wow.
It's a lot of percentage.
Let's say.
So as good as one again.
Sometimes I think, what the hell
good health.
did at night?
Thank you so much.
What to say about what to dream?
Incredible.
Because, you know, only to blend it and to try it and try again and to add 2%, no, 4%, 7%. No, it's crazy.
21
It's
years.
crazy. When he make the blend, we know nobody
You must got married very,
knock on
very
the
young.
door. Nobody.
Does he have a
She was like 14.
He is, yeah, but feels.
friends from his neighborhood?
Amazing, amazing.
I don't know what. He speak with people, but it's his personality. You know, he's a single wolf in the end. But
Hello.
but he's not afraid to ask. Somebody will tell him something. You know, no. But you know, I have a story. You know, when you go to the mountain, you see Moab mountain. Yeah? And what we learned from that? A lot of people came to visit in the winery, And when they begin to speak too much, I am telling Dvar Torah about Bilam. Why? Because the story of Bilam, he walked on the mountain in Moab, then he walked in the way. After that, he moved to the field, and then he go to the Mishol Ben Akramim. And then, Mishol Ben Akramim, when it's very narrow, the donkey push him to the fence and begin to open, to speak. And I say, look, because people came here, and after 2 minutes they drink, I think at life, 20 bottles of wine, they begin to give advice to Iran how to make the wine. So I tell them, okay, look, 4,000 years, every donkey that go to the vineyard open his mouth.
I love it. What a heck. I love it.
The stories from.
It's perfect.
You got to quote that. You have to.
That is an absolute great quote.
It's not Dvar Torah?
Yeah, it is.
נכון,
It's
בטח
perfect.
שכן, לגמרי.
Nothing.
For me,
לא טעמתי אותו.
for me, Amasa Mountain is wine to age and more quality.
Which one, המסע?
Amasa.
כן.
To buy regular, keep it 5 years, it go to the
כן.
That's enough for me.
big ones.
5 years? No, yeah.
I think it's a little depressing when you buy a lot of wines that are supposed to be for longer.
Well,
Who knows what's gonna happen?
that's French wine for
It's
you.
always,
Buy now,
it's
drink in 20 years'
usual,
time.
always when you...
I'm not sure I can buy Ponce Canet 2019 because I might not be here in 2039 to enjoy it.
Now, some of the
That's why
French
we're yo-yos, because we don't want to
They
do that to
sell
our
it.
kids there, we don't want to do that to our kids
I'm a
here,
big
so
fan
we're yo-yos.
of one of the wines called Ponte Canet. Okay, Ponte Canet is one of my favorites. The trouble is now, when you buy the 2019 and 2020, I'm already almost 70. I know. When am I going to drink this?
We're gonna
20 years?
We're gonna drink it.
He's going to drink it.
I just want to say,
No,
you have plenty of children and grandchildren to enjoy it.
no, it's the opposite. You have the opposite. You buy and you have reason to live more.
If you really like it, yes.
You know what? He's a bit of a philosopher, your Yaakov, isn't he? He's a philosopher. He's
You are ready to taste the...
Oh, I'm not ready to let go of this.
Okay, stay with that. Okay.
איך קוראים לאבא
You can just pace yourself.
לדבר עליו בימי הביניים, שהיה סלובייצ'יק,
Look at the colour on that.
שעושה את המחקר.
You know the books of Rabbi Soloveitchik about the wine in Ashkenaz? No? No.
I'm a Sfaradi. I don't know.
No, but you have...
Wine.
No, but to hear, when you read books of Rabbi Soloveitchik, Chaim Soloveitchik, he's a history professor. It's amazing.
Wow.
Because when he want to deal with the Jewish and the problem,
I don't want to speak.
he say, okay, first if I want to speak about the wine Jewish in the Dark Age,
Delicious.
first I want to understand the wine in French and German. Then all the other condition, the history. And then he go to the Jewish halacha. And now, look, he's, Soloveitchik. They are crazy. He was here. I go to Jerusalem to bring him here. You ask him a question, he say, okay, you don't know, Rabbi Shimon. Ma Rabbi Shimon? He give you answer that you need to learn the answer. I not understand the answer, not the question. Because he answer you so short, and he's so sharp, that you're afraid to ask questions. He's so sharp. And then I decided not to take a driver to take him home, that I will, after he was here, to take him by himself. But how much time I have ability to sit like this, gown like that, okay? But I just go out from the winery. After he tastes the wine, he go and sleep until
But were his dreams vocal?
What?
When Eti decided she need to push me to go. I'm, the story about the mouse of the city and mouse of the field. I'm the mouse of the desert. We didn't like people. No.
So where were you born? Where were you born?
In Bnei Brak. My family is one of the family founders of Bnei Brak.
Okay.
Very different.
This is amazing, this Petit Verdot.
Yeah, but they make only 1,000 bottles out of it. So don't.
Don't. Why you bring Eti? Because
Okay, so Petit Verdot is normally a grape you blend with other grapes.
Yeah.
So it's unusual to find a single varietal
Yeah.
Petit Verdot. And that is delicious.
Thank you.
That is stunning. Good thing. It's a beautiful wine.
That's the whole thing. Is actually,
Here 11% of Cabernet inside.
imagine this.
For us, Iran, because this wine, we was maybe the first winery in Israel that make
It's a
Petit Verdot to the high quality and to say we are not blending, make it alone. This is the only single variety that he continue.
That's what I was going to
They
ask
ask
you.
me, they say,
It's a
do you want us
really
to
lovely
discontinue?
wine.
What do you think? Should we
Williams,
discontinue the Petit or should we discontinue
2020.
the
Amazing.
Don't touch the cap.
We didn't,
Don't touch the cap. My American fellows love the cap. What can we do? I said, remember I told you that before. And then they said, Petit Verdot
There are cabs, but
is more unique
no, people
to
here.
promote the region, the area. Wow. Okay, we are going to the last wine.
The last wine is Yatir Forest. We released it in the last weeks.
So you can tell now you were at
This is brand new?
I feel bad to have.
מאיזה שנה זה?
This is the brand new, 2020.
This is 2020?
Yeah.
Wow, so this is really just released.
Live at the home in the back seat.
What's so beautiful about our wines is that you can decant it, double decant it,
אני כבר זז עקום.
Yeah, no.
Sounds like the jackals ate all their grapes.
It's one of these
Thank you very much.
Petit Verdot.
In Israel, in one of the vineyards, they were saying that they
Got distracted by so many other wines.
I think it was almost right. They were waiting for just a day or two to get right. Oh, Patricia, not everything, but in one of their vineyards.
No, Yaakov, down in what you call it?
Merlot and Cabernet.
I remember the process with Iran that he began to use Petit Verdot with the Yatir Forest. And then in the fourth year, say, well, I see that it's every year give good quality. Let's bottle it.
Very nice. Really nice. It's another winner.
What?
Another winner. This is excellent.
It's like
Bring us to a picture. Oh, sorry.
With the
Yeah, it's fine.
cork or
Yeah,
not?
it's fine. It doesn't matter.
it's a sack from the leaves grow from the top and the
Very young. You can still smell the yeast.
And this is the
It's young, but it's beautiful.
We try. First thing, this is one of the problems in this area that we not have enough rain. So it's not like in the north, okay? The second, that we try to move with less size, איך אומרים? To spray less. So we try to.
Insecticides.
So we try to keep the herbs in the winter, and then you have less in the summer. And then, but they became like dust and disappear. And we try to decrease the amount. We want more herbs or weeds because the soil here is very poor because it's not a rain, no rain, not too much organic
So much
component in the You have a lot of the limestone. Tough. Sometimes you need to add barzel, iron, because not in the regular vineyard today, but if it's table grape, you need
Turn your Wi-Fi off.
L'chaim.
Amazing.
You know, I forget that you're Iraq. You know what the difference between the Ashkenazim and the Sephardim? The Ashkenazim have 20 reasons why not to bless Atov HaNative. The rabbi, the chief rabbi of Marseille was here every time that when you bring a bottle, he say Atov HaNative. Because he just would do what's written in the Gemara. הביא לו יין אחר, מברך Atov HaNative. Don't. But if I want, for me, I don't know, because I'm not success in the yeshiva, I became a grower. You understand? מעלה אדומים. I'm not succeed. I try. I really try.
יצא לטובתי.
But I was one of the, you know.
זה טוב בשבילנו.
את הששיבה שם אתה מכיר?
מי? לשעבר. מה? בטח. מה, רב...
רבינוביץ'.
You know him?
זה הדוד שלי.
I'm not believe you. Wow. You know...
ישנו דודה שלי.
You know, I want to tell you. So, he was so impressive person. You know why? Not zikaron or like that. The personality. The balance.
And the philosophy.
Yeah.
The love of
But he tell you the philosophy with simple word. He tried to say shiur
You
klali.
mean not Rav Kook?
No, totally different. But I mean, when he want in the beginning, when he came to yeshiva, he makes shiur klali. If he didn't understand, jump to the word in Hebrew, he asked to one of the pupil, how you say that? Go back and say that in Hebrew. He don't want to speak with English in the shiur klali. And when Rav Sabato and Rav Shilat want to choose Rav, they say, we have not Yirat Shamayim, enough Yirat Shamayim. We want to bring Rosh Yeshiva. They have so anava that they decided to bring one of the older to bring more. And we ask Rav Sabato, why you choose Rabbi Rabinovich? He say, one of the reasons we saw how we go into the room of the secretary, how we knock on the door and ask, can I go and ask? The Derech Eretz. The Derech Eretz is amazing.
Imagine me, Tunisian, warm-blooded, coming to a winery after living in Givat-Ruel in the center of Israel to here and meeting him. That was like you say,
Like a Coke.
No, so it's Tunisian.
You're familiar with Lord Sachs.
Lord Sachs, of course. Yeah.
He gave a eulogy 6 months before he was nifter for Rabinovich. He said he was my
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
It was a beautiful, beautiful eulogy he gave.
Amazing.
We were trained well. Me,
Special people.
You want me for Passover and cooking?
You know,
Trust me, you can
Rabbi
make me
Sachs
anything.
Yes.
was his student.
So I just said,
Ah,
I said that he gave over the Hesped.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Unbelievable.
It was by mistake that I take so much time. It It was my pleasure.
Let him learn home. Let him learn where he goes back. When he goes outside, what he says about us.
I've been watching it go. I don't know, I want to take that.
He wants to take the shirt off your back as well. Thank you so much. It's been lovely to see you again. Thank you so much.